Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On play action, Winston. And incomplete to open things up.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Black 25.
A first carry for the all-pro running back is Josh Jacobs. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. And look at this defense for the Vikings.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Follow. Sonic. Where do we go?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Folk's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Bears defense.
Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On play action, here's Dart. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Vikings at 5-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the give, Jeanty.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Dart. They'll get this out to Jeanty.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
27 yards there, a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, it's Jeanty.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Bears 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Black 25. Flip, flip, flip. Green, 17.
To throw is Winston. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14
After
yards.
7-3 the score on EA Sports.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Black 25. Hush. 30. Green, 17. Where'd we go?
Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Third down and 13. Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing his dart.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ashton Genty with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Bears 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defense is always talking about earning the right. Rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And some room to work. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And the Bears 1st down. A 28-yard gain. And the Bears 1st down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Throwing is Milton. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Mustang 19.
Here's Milton now to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, it's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and a couple. To the air, dart. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jaden Reed, 33 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Bears 9. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get in the field goal range. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Almost 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
To throw, it's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Davis. A gain of 15 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's Dart. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, here's Dart. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff to Genty. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. To throw, Dart. Ball looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
To throw is Milton. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Milton. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Throwing his dart.
And man, he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Theo Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Vikings 30, Bears 9. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, Buffalo 18.
Now Milton. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Milton.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun. Milton. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So following the failed try on fourth down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 37, Bears 9. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It's 2nd down.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Milton going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Milton slings this deep from McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing, Dart. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ashton Jeanty with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
But it's not going to work. They go down, and they got him. Brian Brzee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's third and quite a ways.
Here we go. Hey, pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Vikings 51, Bears 9. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's fourth down.
They go with Jacobs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 41.
Here's a second and 7. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Panther 11.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd down and 4.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight. 65 catch, 65.
Back to throw. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 3rd and 5.
Sack. A loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down. 3rd.
Jacobs going to try the middle. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Well, this game